Hey guys, it is day one of my 14-day Pilates challenge. It's at-home workouts, range from like 15 to 30 minutes, and they're gonna change up every day. So today is a full body Pilates inspired workout. We will be using a yoga block and weights if you have them. If not, it can be done without, no problem. So let's get started. So I'll get you in that 4-point kneel. We're gonna start with those cat-cows. We're gonna drop our belly low, bringing our gaze forward. And we're gonna exhale, round our spine, tucking everything in, pushing that mat away. And inhale, dropping our belly low, opening up our chest. And exhale, rounding our spine, tucking our chin to chest. Just flowing through here for 3 more. 2. Last one through. We're gonna round our spine up, pushing that mat away. Inhale, dropping our belly low, bringing that gaze forward, meeting me with that neutral spine. We're gonna tuck our toes under and we're gonna pike up into downward dog, and we're just gonna slowly pedal those heels out. 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming to stillness, we're gonna come to that high plank. We're gonna extend our left leg into 3-legged dog, bringing that left foot to left wrist. And we're just gonna rock here, stretching out that hip flexor and hamstring for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming to stillness, dropping that right knee to the mat. We extend that left arm to the ceiling. Inhale, sweeping it back towards our heel, bringing it back to center, and exhale as that left hand meets the mat. We push that left foot back into downward dog, and we pedal those heels out. 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming to that high plank, we extend our right leg into 3-legged dog, bringing right foot to right wrist. And we're just rocking here, stretching out that right hip flexor and hamstring for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping that left knee to the mat. We inhale and extend our right arm to the ceiling. We sweep it back towards our heel, back up to center, and we exhale as that right hand meets the mat. Pushing our right foot back into downward dog. We just pedal out those heels one last time. 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming to that high plank, dropping our pelvis to the mat, coming into that cobra. You can be up on your wrists or down on your forearms, whatever feels best. And we're gonna inhale, look to our left heel, exhale as we come to center, and inhale as we look to our right heel. Just flowing through here. For 3, 2, last one through. Meeting me at center. We'll just push ourselves back into that 4-point kneel. Coming down onto our back, we're going to need our block in arm's reach here. And we're just gonna start with some breath work and practicing imprinting our spine. So we're just gonna put each hand on either side of our rib cage. We're gonna inhale, feel our rib cage expand. And exhale, feel our ribs knit together and that belly tighten up. We're gonna inhale one more time, filling our belly with air. And exhale through our mouth, pretending we're blowing out that candle, feeling our ribs knit together. And that's how I want your rib cage to feel when you're doing all of these exercises. So from here, we're gonna tuck our tailbone under, keep our knees bent, hip distance apart. We're gonna place that block between our thighs, like that. Spine is imprinted, so there's no space between your lower back and the mat. And our arms come behind our head, and we're just gonna start with some chest lifts. So we're gonna exhale, chest lift up, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Pulling ourselves up with those lower abs. Putting tension on that block to really activate our abs, our inner thighs. Keeping those elbows wide as we chest lift up. And making sure that spine stays imprinted. In 4, we're gonna add a layer. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna lower that chest. So now we're gonna bring our legs to tabletop as we chest lift up. And lower our toes to the mat and lower our chest. So exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, just resting our toes on the mat, not our whole foot. And bringing those shins to parallel with the ceiling when you bring them to tabletop. In 4, we're gonna keep our chest lifted and we're just gonna tap our toes to the mat and lower. In 3, 2, and 1. Keeping that chest lifted, we're just gonna tap our toes to the mat, bring back to tabletop. For 6, 5, 4, keeping those shoulder blades as far off the mat as you can. 3, 2, and 1. Keeping those legs in tabletop, you can lower your chest. We're gonna grab that block from between our thighs. We're gonna place it into our hands. And from here, we're gonna exhale, chest lift up, place the block on our shins. We're going to exhale as we extend our legs out, bringing our arms above our head, coming back to center, grabbing that block, lowering and extending it above our head. And then we exhale, place it on our shins again, extend both our legs and our arms out, bringing it back to center, grabbing that block, lowering down to reset. The further you lower your legs, the harder it's going to be. So just go as far as your body allows while keeping that spine imprinted. We're here for 6, and then we grab that block and we pulse. In 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one, we place that block on our shins. We extend out, we come back to center, grab a hold of that block, extend our legs to the ceiling. We pulse that block up towards our toes for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. If you need to pause me, grab a drink, now's the time, before we switch to our standing series. So we're gonna need that block on the mat. We're gonna need our weights in hand. We're gonna bring that block to under our left heel. So we'll just have our left heel on that block. Our feet hip distance apart. We're gonna raise that right heel. Weights in our hand. They come up to our shoulders, and we're just gonna start with some squats. So we're gonna inhale, squat down, exhale, push back up. Focusing all our energy into that left foot. Hopefully you don't hear my knees crack. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. From here, we're going to add an overhead press in 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna squat down, and when we squat back up, we're gonna overhead press. We lower down, those weights come to our shoulder. We lift and press. Inhale as we lower, exhale as we lift. Keeping our rib cage tight together. In 4, we're adding a layer. In 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna squat down. We're gonna pulse that squat twice before we lift up and overhead press. So we squat down, pulse twice, stand up, overhead press. If those weights become too much, you just get rid of them and continue the movements. We're here for 4, and then we're adding a layer. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna squat down. We're gonna pulse it twice. We're gonna step back into a lunge. We're gonna shoulder fly once, come back to that squat, press up and overhead press. So our flow, we squat down, pulse twice, we drop those weights down into a lunge, we shoulder fly, come back to center into that squat, and we press up into overhead press. So squat, pulse, drop weights, lunge, shoulder fly once, come back to center, press up. Our left quad is going to be feeling it, but that's the point. Just slow and controlled. You go at your own pace. In 4, we're getting rid of that overhead press. So we're just sticking with the squat and lunge back. In 3, 2, and 1. We just squat down, pulse twice, lunge, shoulder fly, come back to that squat, we pulse twice, go back to that lunge, fly. We're here for 6, 5, 4, 3, in 2, you're gonna pulse that squat with me, and 1. We're in that squat, we're pulsing here, pushing through that left foot for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up, give those legs a shake or two. They'll be on fire. From here, we're gonna bring that block lengthways towards the back of our mat. We're gonna need both heels elevated, weights in hand. And we're just gonna start with some squats and bicep curls. So we're gonna squat down, bicep curl, squat back up, release that curl. Inhale as we squat down, exhale as we push that squat back up. Focusing on our breath, it makes us stronger. So we inhale as we lower, exhale as we lift up. Keeping our spine nice and tall. And our core knit together. We're here for 3, and then we're adding a layer. 2, and 1. We're gonna squat down, we're gonna bicep curl, bring that curl down, serve that platter, bring it back, lift back up. So squat down, curl, serve, stand back up. We're here for 6, And then we're pulsing our squat. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're staying low in that squat for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. Give those legs a shake. We're gonna now bring that block to under our right heel. With our weights in hand, they come to our shoulders. We're gonna lift that left heel off the mat. Feet are hip distance apart in that squat position. And we're just gonna squat down and squat back up. So we're gonna inhale as we lower, exhale as we lift. In 4, we're gonna add that overhead press in when we stand up. In 3, 2, and 1. When we stand from that squat, we're gonna overhead press, bring those weights back to our shoulders and squat down. Just one fluid movement. We're gonna squat down, lift up, and overhead press. Inhale as we lower down. Exhale as we lift and press. In 4, we're gonna add that double squat pulse. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna squat, pulse twice, stand up and press. We're here for 4, and then we add that lunge and fly. 3, 2, and 1. We squat down, we pulse it twice, we drop our weight, step back into that lunge, we shoulder fly once, come back to center and that squat, we press it up. So we squat down, pulse twice, bring those weights to 90, lunge, shoulder fly, come back to center, press up. We're here for 6, and then we add on. 5, 4, 3, 2, in 1. We're getting rid of that overhead press. So we squat, pulse twice, lunge, shoulder fly, come back to that squat, pulse twice, lunge, shoulder fly. 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, in 2, you're staying in that squat, we're pulsing. 1, stay in that squat, pulse, pushing through that right heel for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Give those legs a shake. You can set those weights down. Grab a drink if you need. We're gonna come down onto our mat. The block is going to be at the front of our mat. It's going to be lengthways. And we're gonna come to the back of our mat. We're gonna inhale, reach up to that ceiling. Exhale, tucking our chin to our chest, slowly rolling down vertebrae by vertebrae, and just walking ourselves out into that high plank with each hand on either side of that block. Coming into that plank. From here, we're gonna pike our hips up into downward dog and come back to that plank. So we're just gonna plank, pike up, plank, exhale as we pike our hips up, inhale as we come to that plank. That pike up is just a little reset for us. And then we come to that plank, getting our backs nice and straight. In 4, we're adding a layer. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna pike those hips up. We're gonna come down into that plank. We're gonna put one hand on the block, the other hand, lower it back to the mat and pike up. You might need to widen your stance with your feet. So we pike, come to plank, put one hand on the block, the other hand, then put the one hand on the mat, the other hand, and then we pike back up to reset. Trying to alternate hands each time. This is our flow for right now, so just take it as slow or fast as your body needs. We want a lot of control here. It's a lot of balance, a lot of core work. We're here for 4 more, and then we're gonna get rid of that pike. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna come to that plank. We're gonna put one hand on the block, the other lower down, and then back up onto that block for 6, 5. Keeping that core pulled towards your spine. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Staying in that plank. We're just holding here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower those knees to the mat. Place that block beside your mat. We're gonna widen those knees and come into that child's pose. Just sitting back on those heels. Arms stretched out in front of us. And just hold here. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring yourself up when you're ready. Coming down to lie on our backs. Hugging those knees to our chest and just slightly rocking back and forth. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hugging that left knee to your chest, letting that right leg go long. We pull that left knee over to our right side, extending our left arm long, bringing that gaze to our left hand. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing ourselves back up to center, just giving those knees a hug, just slightly rocking for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Letting that left leg go long, keeping that right knee to our chest. We pull it over to our left side, extending our right arm long, bringing that gaze to our right hand. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Letting that go, coming to seated. We're just gonna inhale, reach up to the ceiling, and exhale, let our arms go. And that is your full body workout for the day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.